It's been a little bit since I posted my last video. As of this video, I am about 4.5 months out from a vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. And today, actually, I just got home from my 4-month checkup with my surgeon. My incisions are healing well. My weight loss is on track. And as of today, I have officially lost 58 pounds. Woo! Do the happy dance. Happy dance, la 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 la, happy dance. Okay, anyway, I'm sure any of you that watch my videos kind of want to know where I'm at with eating, what I'm eating, and, just various things of day-to-day life. Well, let's go ahead and start with how much I'm eating. Still, depending on the food, only able to get in about 1 ounce to 2 ounces at a time into my stomach. About the only thing I've ever pushed that I was able to get more than that is a 6-ounce cup of Chobani yogurt, and that still takes me about a half an hour to eat. My way of measuring out my food is I have a tablespoon, little measuring spoon, and a teaspoon measuring spoon. And, I portion out my food that way. And I use really like a saucer cup plate to eat off of, and I still eat with toddler silverware. The biggest reason for that is because of the fact that it causes me to have to really think about every bite I take and keeps me from eating too much too fast. Now, onto the things I'm eating. I can eat whatever I want pretty much as long as it agrees. And, I'm still experimenting with a lot of different foods. Of course, I haven't tried like a bite of every food out there yet. But, I do add a little bit here, a little bit there. If after eating my meat, my protein, if I have room, maybe I'll have like a bite or two of a vegetable like corn or green beans or something like that. One of the things I wanted to show you is, because journaling is very important in this journey. You want to keep track of what you're putting in, how much you're putting in, and things like that. One of the apps that I found that is really good for that, if you have a smartphone, like an Android or an iPhone, or even if you have just a normal phone but you carry around a tablet, it'll work on a tablet, is a little program called Lose It, L-O-S-E-I-T, and they have a website at loseit.com, which I will put in the comment section, the about my video below here. But I don't know if you can see this, but that's kind of what it looks like. And let me see if I can get it to go over to my log. So far, that's what I've eaten today. You have your little ad here, and edit. You can add different foods. You can create foods, things like that. And also, when you go to add, it'll save foods that you've entered before for quick re-entry. You can browse a huge database of foods that are out there. You can scan barcodes for foods like when I added my Atkins shake today, all I did was use my phone to scan the barcode on the back, and it automatically pulled everything up. So that's been really helpful for me. Kind of got me back on track after I fell off the wagon a little bit in August and part of September. Reason for me falling off the wagon a bit and not losing really any weight in that time period, just maintaining, was mostly due to the fact of some personal problems with family. And, You know, I had to deal with some of that, and I wasn't eating the best either. So, thankfully, I didn't gain any weight in that period of time, but I also didn't lose any either. I also wasn't really exercising as much as I should have been, and I'm just now starting to get back on track with that. Getting ready to start adding some strength training, so I don't lose any lean body mass. So there's that. So I went over kind of what I'm eating. The big thing for me is I'm still not getting in the amount of protein that I need. I'm still finding it very hard to get in the 60 to 90 grams a day of protein that I need. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I can't eat as much as I was expecting to be able to eat at this point, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Just means I need to be more diligent and, you know, really make my food choices more wisely. Still takes me like half an hour to finish a shake. That's really the portion sizes I'm at right now at 4.5 months out, and kind of what I'm eating. I don't deny myself. Every once in a while, I do get like chocolate cravings, to which I've kind of compared a bunch of different like mini size candies. And so when I really want to have a piece of chocolate, I will try to delay myself and say, okay, well, can you wait 4 hours? Can you wait till tomorrow? And if I can, then I say, okay, you know, if you still want it, then you can have it. And the best I found right now is the Dove chocolate. For the size you get to the amount of calories and fat, one piece of the Dove chocolate's about 31 calories and even has half a gram of protein. But that usually satisfies the chocolate craving, and I'm not denying myself, and I'm not overindulging. So it's like everything in moderation. One of the other things that I get asked a lot is, do I regret having had the surgery done now being, you know, 4.5 months out? And especially with some of the things that I've gone through in the last 4.5 months since surgery. And overall, I will have to say no. I do not regret getting this. It's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. With that being said, I've had problems with periods of not being able to keep anything down, really. So, in essence, I'm vomiting everything back up. Like if a food doesn't sit well, particularly like if I go out to eat and I get a cheeseburger from, let's say McDonald's, and, you know, I cut it in half and then in fourths, and I only eat a quarter of it, and then I put the rest in the fridge, and then I go to try to reheat that back up, doesn't sit well. So, needless to say, if I do ever go out, I try to avoid that. But if I do ever eat out, order off the dollar menu, so that way you're not wasting as much money when you have to end up eating only a quarter of the burger, a third of the burger, and then you're throwing the rest out. So, I mean, that was, I don't know, I hate wasting money, but I've noticed people seem to think, you know, oh, you're eating way, way less, you're going to be a lot cheaper. Not really. I've actually thrown out more food since having this surgery than I ever did prior to surgery. So, and that's one thing to look forward to. That's another thing that comes along with learning your portion sizes so that you're not cooking too much, so that you don't have as much leftovers, because you can only reheat things so many times before it's just gross. So, I mean, that's really that. I don't know if you can tell if you've watched previous videos of mine. I've slimmed down a lot in my face. My hands and my fingers are a lot leaner and look a lot thinner. You're starting to be able to see my collarbone again. I don't know if you can see it too well in this video, but yeah, you can start seeing my collarbone a little bit more now. My shoulders are a lot slimmer. Unfortunately, I'm losing my breasts. So that might be something I will be looking into, is getting breast enhancement and augmentation surgery. I'm not going to really show you this in this video, but I'm like right in here, and you really can't see it with this long sleeve shirt on, but I'm getting a lot of loose skin in the underarm area here and under the arms. I call them my bat flaps, and that if I flap hard enough, one of these days I'll be able to fly away. Getting starting to get some loose skin in my inner thighs and right at the bottom of my butt. That's where a lot of my weight was carried. I do still have a bit of a belly, but that has significantly gone down. One of the things about being a woman, and when you're overweight as a woman, like your lower abdomen below the waistline tends to pooch out when you're really overweight. One of the good things that I've seen is that actually lays flat now. So I'm really happy about that. I've actually, even one of the places you don't expect to lose weight that I have lost weight in is my feet. So a lot of my shoes that I had prior to surgery, I can't really wear now after surgery because of the fact that my feet have slimmed down even a little bit too, and because of the way the shoe stretches when you wear it when you're overweight, it doesn't fit anymore when you've lost that weight. And one of the other things that I've experienced since losing some of the weight is some new pains, in addition to increased pain from fibromyalgia, chronic myofascial pain syndrome, and chronic fatigue syndrome, which I had prior to surgery. Is I now also have some constant nagging pains in my hips, as well as my tailbone. I can't really sit for longer than about 10 to 15 minutes unless I take some pain medicine in order to kind of barrel through that. And also the hip pain kind of limits my walking a bit. So like I said, I haven't been exercising nearly as much as I should be. So there is that. They're kind of thinking maybe the tailbone pain might be due to the same with the hip or the tailbone pain, mostly because I just don't have as much padding there anymore, because yes, my butt has gotten smaller. Yay! It's probably the most hated part of my body prior to surgery and even after. So I've always had a bubble butt, but that is actually getting smaller for a change. So pants actually fit me a lot better. So yay for that. As far as the hip pain, talking to my surgeon about it today, he said that could be due to the fact that, yes, I am losing a lot of the fat, and it could be, me losing that could be revealing some osteoarthritis that was present when I was overweight, but was kind of being masked by the fact that I had a lot more padding around it, so it wasn't hurting. And now that I'm losing that, it's having a chance to kind of make itself known. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, and if it gets worse, I will go and talk to my regular primary care doctor about that. So then it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. Trying to think. Keeping up on my vitamins. Right now, I take a Bariatric Advantage multivitamin, the swallowable pills because I'm able to swallow, and I tried many chewables out there, and a lot of them I couldn't stomach. They did not suit my palate. I also take some omega-3s, and I am also taking some vitamin D because I found out I am vitamin D deficient. So I have to take some extra vitamin D every day. So I'm still learning. I'm still working my surgery. I mean, so far it's been a hell of a journey. I had some doctors play with some of my medications not too long ago, and they tried me on a pain medicine that was a once a day, and found out that because of the surgery it was moving through my system too quickly, and I wasn't really absorbing it because of that. So just a word of advice out there. I've read some people are able to take the extended release formulas, but I would actually err on the side of caution and just stick with taking, an immediate release 3 times a day versus, an extended release once a day, just to be on the safe side. However, of course, that's not intended to be medical advice, and I would always, check with your doctor and go with what they think is best for you. As of right now, I think that sums it up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and get in touch with me, or leave your question in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back with you or answer them as best I can. Thanks for watching. I look forward to the next update. Bye.